All right, good afternoon, sixth graders. So I'm going to be doing the problem on the back of this homework, which I think that you'll probably be grateful for because this one's a little bit more difficult. So as always, as we did in class today, the first thing that we're going to do is multiply across the top, 4 times 3, and across the bottom, it's 9 times 16. So 4 times 3 is 12, and I have my calculator pulled up right here. 9 times 16 is a little harder. I'm guessing a lot of you can't do that in your head, but it's 144. Now some of you might recognize right away 144 is kind of a weird number, but we know something about it, and it's that 12 is a factor of it. And another way that we can get this is if we went to our calculator and we said 144 divided by 12, that's 12. So that we know 12 is a factor of 144 because 12 times 12 equals 144, or 12 squared. So now that we know that both of these, 12 and 144, can be divided by 12, we're going to do that. So 12 divided by 12 and 144 divided by 12. Well, 12 divided by 12 is just going to be 1. 144 divided by 12 is going to be 12. We just did that in the calculator. So we have 1/12. And like we talked about in class, if we have a 1 on the top of our fraction, we know that it can't be simplified any further because you can't split up a 1 any further without making it into fractions, which is something we're not even going to talk about right now. So we have 1/12. The last step, which is something that you need to do to get full credit on this assignment, is check to see if the fractions are equivalent. So when we're talking about the fractions here, we mean this first fraction that we got when we initially multiplied and this fraction that we got after we simplified. So the first one is 12 over 144. The second one is 1 over 12. I'm not going to do the math for you, but I'll get you set up. 12 over 144 is 12 divided by 144. And you can put that into your calculator and do the same thing with 1/12. If the decimal that you get when you put 12 divided by 144 into your calculator, if that is the same decimal as when you put 1 divided by 12 into your calculator, then you know that these two fractions are equivalent and you simplified correctly. All right, I hope that helps, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.